Hello everybody and welcome to Higher Plane Games. My name is Simon. Let me just test out this new really annoying second screen app that they've made me download on the phone because the PlayStation app has now gone Facebooky and decided to spread itself not just in one convenient app but an app for everything. I thought the whole point of apps was so that you had everything sort of in one place, not across 70 million apps. So frustrating. Anyway. Hi all. We're off to Canada. And things aren't looking too bad here, actually. I must say, I just need to sort out my power unit, though, because this is a power track. So I want to make sure that I have nothing that will cross over 50% and go orange, essentially. I've started to go back and use all of my old motors, and you can see there my ICE popped actually on in practice 3, so that was kind of the end of my practice session, which was fair enough, but kind of made me go ugh, all at the same time. I'm aware that this is going to backfire on me horribly later on in the season, but I don't care. Here's a driver standings, just in case people are wanting to know. Hamilton cruising away from Vettel, Bottas, Raikkonen, Verstappen and Ricciardo, who's had no finishes hardly at all. Haas are doing suspiciously well there with Grosjean. Massa's points came earlier before the update, which meant that Williams are now downplayed. Same for Stroll. Force injury now a bit better, although poor Esteban Ocon, I don't know if he'd scored much at all before the update, so he's hoping for him to be scoring there. And even Alonso's got a point at the moment for McLaren. When we look at the constructors here, we're down in 7th, equal 7th with Toro Rosso. I've had real problems with making sure that the car is fine and everything. So what I'm quite tempted to do... Oh, it doesn't let you, does it? You're stuck with strict corner cutting. I have a horrible feeling that we're going to end up cutting a lot of corners on this race.
Hi, guess who?
Hiya.
The team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
Thanks, Emma. Qualify 11th. Oh, that's because I got a purple in my qualifying simulation somehow. This could go horribly wrong. I'd like to think I'll get out of Q1, actually. I don't think I'll make Q3.
Good afternoon, and we hope you're ready for an exciting qualifying.
We would be, but we can't watch that because sadly, FOM. Right, so let's get on. Let me show you my setup. It's a bit front end happy, but I find that is still faster, and it's not very good on tyres. I mean, I'm not very good at on tyres anyway, but I'm really not very good on tyres here. And that could well be my downfall later on in the race, as it seems to be in Canada just generally. And that's because I stump up the brake pressure so that I can be competitive. But that brake pressure then locks my tyres, which causes more tyre wear. I then start to slide, which causes more tyre wear. You guys know the drill. So that's my setup. The race is supposed to be dry, as is qualification. He says.
It's pretty quiet out on track. We should consider getting out there.
Yeah, so it just gets more sunnier. Right, so let's go out to track.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
And see how we get on. I personally love this circuit. It's got such a great flow to it. But, as we all know with me, tracks that I like aren't necessarily always the ones that I go well at. Hello, Monaco. I think I scored here in 2016, didn't I? Hello, Rolly. Thank you for joining. So my big thing for this is going to end up being making sure that I don't get too many penalties, like in Russia, where all of my time penalties for cutting the track, or being deemed to cut the track, I don't think I really did. They were mistakes more than anything else. Ended up giving me a time penalty that dropped me, I think, from 8th to 11th, which was joyous. I can see the same problem here. Let's go in Sector 1. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, that's not good. That corner that I always get the penalty on. Occasionally here as well, but oh no, we're well off there. Alright, let's keep it nice and chill. I don't really feel like I've got that corner right either. This is a very sloppy lap.
Into P6 with that last lap.
Better. Deep in there, but I think we've got away with it. Okay, let's see if we can banzai the final corner. Oh, what?
There's interference.
I didn't say anything, Jeff. Don't start it in qualifying, love. We will have words. Let's do a chilled out lap. Teammate.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
Hulk's not been out. Nico Hulkenberg punted Daniel Kvyat off the track in FP2, and so he has a 5-place grid penalty, which I find hilarious. 113, wow, that's nuts. See, I just don't have the gear for qualifying to go up and go faster. I just am what I am. Do that again next time, Smithy. That would be great. Ah, there's going to be traffic. Maybe not. He's going to get penalised again then. Somewhat yes last, but I think we've done it. Yes, we have. Good. Nice.
We're moving to
Hey.
P7. Push for P6.
Oh, shut up, Jeff. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Session update. Session update. Oh, Jeff. Session update. Really?
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Hamilton, Raikkonen, Bottas, Vettel, and Ricciardo.
I'd say we're safe. Quite a lot of tyre wear went there in 5 laps. Not too bad, I guess. The car is in good nick. Swig a drink. Hello, chap boy 17. Thank you for joining. Don't know if people have watched the actual qualifying for the Brazilian 2017 Grand Prix, but most welcome to hear your comments. I thought it was quite an interesting session.
Our best lap so far is a 1:14.4.
So where are we? I'd say we're safe. Let's speed this on through. Oh wow, what happened to Van Dorn? It's an awful final sector. I wonder if he binned it in the chicane or something a bit weird. Let's back out again anyway. Oh, Verstappen on the super softs. And Vettel. Fair enough. They both got through. Who got dropped? Danny Kvyat. Verline beating both McLarens and Ericsson at the back there. Ah, and both myself and Grosjean getting caught for cutting the track. Nice. Which is clearly at the final chicane when it does that this and next lap stuff. Right. So, let's take a look at the tyre wear for Q2 because when things go well, I could make Q3, but
The bunny hop.
the bunny hop, yeah, indeed. Very true. Okay, right. We will go with ultra softs, and we'll go for a normalish strategy. I do want to speed it up ever so slightly though, because I'm bored of being first out. Let's just see what these times do, and then now go out as they all come in.
Checks complete. We're ready.
A booga boing boing, booga booga boing. Woo! I need to remember where the pit lane is. I keep on thinking it's the Rolex sign. It's really not. Trundling along. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. this is going to be the corner where I will get all of my penalties. This is probably the corner where I'll spin. And clout that wall. Well done, Ricardo. Alright, let's see if we can repeat that lap in Q1. Because even with Verstappen on the ultra soft tyres this time round. Oh, Christ. Don't do that again. We've got through okay.
What is your favourite track or race from this season?
Ooh. I think Azerbaijan was probably my favourite race this season because it was pure and utter carnage. Even if it did show Formula One being, in my opinion, looking quite like amateur hour. But it was still fun to watch. Favourite circuit though? Oh Christ, what was that? How have I still got a front wing and a wheel? Ooh. This would be up there. I'm going actually. Do you know what? I'm going to say Brazil. I think Interlagos is probably my favourite circuit for flow. Memories, and I guess where I do sim racing online, it was also the first place where I ever scored points in a league. That was a terrible entry, that, Smithy.
That last lap puts you into P8.
I'm not surprised that's put me into last. Curve. That was annoying. That could have been much better. If you have a favourite race or circuit, please do pop it in the chat. I'd like to know. Quarter of a second up. Let's go again.
Favorite might be Monaco.
Yes, that was a good entry. Oh yes! That's a lap I will take. I do love me some Monaco. Like, I don't like the Azerbaijan circuit at all, but it did give a very good race this year. I also really like the A1 ring, which is now the Red Bull ring.
Favorite race was Singapore.
Singapore was... Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. Singapore, the first night rain race, get that out of my mouth properly, was quite a spectacle to watch. I could probably have lots and lots of slow-mo replays of spray going up under dark lights from the back of various cars looking very sexy. And have that as infinite screensavers all day long. Because it looked amazing. Oh, Perez has got ahead of Bottas as well. I wonder if Bottas will make it through on Super Softs. That'd be hilarious if he gets knocked out. Protas. Okay, so where are we? More importantly, where's everyone else in terms of time? Let's take a wee look. Come on, connect my tyres. Thank you. Alright, we did... Oh, Bottas and Raikkonen. Massa the fastest final sec... What? I won't argue.
Maybe also your thoughts on McLaren switching to
Our
Renault.
best lap so far is a 1 minute 14.1.
Oh dear, Max, that's not worked for you. I didn't realise you had actually done a time. Right, I'm going to stay in. Let's be daring. This could backfire horrifically in my chops, but I don't care. No, we're okay. Oh, Verstappen's out. Hulkenberg's got a 5th-place grid drop anyway because he punted Kvyat off in practice. Bottas and Raikkonen on super soft. That's interesting. Oh, I love it when it plays up a weird strategy. Great stuff. My thoughts on McLaren switching to Renault. It looked good until about 3 races ago, didn't it? I think as soon as Renault knew that Alonso was coming, they were just like, right, explode everywhere. It's not been a good look for them at all. My worry, I guess, for McLaren is that yes, it's a step up, but it's not the step that it's the step to them to basically battle Red Bull. It's not a step for them to then be battling McLaren and Ferrari, and that's the problem. And it's sad that McLaren would jump at that opportunity, but I think they need to as well, because without Honda they must be hemorrhaging money left, right and centre. Because they've got no title sponsor, the car looks barren for all sponsorship, to be fair, and yeah, it just seems a wee bit of a shame. I'll say that seems to be their ceiling. But if it keeps Alonso happy that he's battling for podiums, potentially sneaking an odd win, maybe.
Toro Rosso to Honda.
That would be good. This whole thing about Toro Rosso, thanks for bringing it up actually, and Renault with their massive fallout, handbags at dawn. Franz Tost, I don't think could make friends in Auschwitz, or like a prison. Not Auschwitz. That's not what I meant. In any kind of prison. Look at all. Oh, wow, K-Mag's into Q3. I didn't even notice that. Right, they've all gone out. They've all coming in. Let's go out.
All set. Everyone clear. Car to track.
Toro Rosso for me is going to be really, really weird because Gasly and Hartley are in and seem to have settled in quite fine. That team has just kind of self-destructed over the course of the season, and you do kind of wonder what on earth are they going to do next year, because the car isn't top line aerodynamic wise. If they've got the Honda engine and Honda hasn't improved, there's a real worry for me that Toro Rosso will be the 10th team next year and be at the very back of the grid. I hope that's not necessarily the case, but if Toro Rosso are the back of the grid and there is no improvement for them at all, I wonder what Red Bull would want to do with that. I mean, I know they want to get rid of the team anyway, because it's what costs them money, essentially, Red Bull. But yeah, I kind of wonder what then becomes of Toro Rosso if they get stuck in a Honda deal that they can't get out of. if there is no improvement. If there's improvement, then they'll be fine. But let's see how I get on. Ooh, that felt late. Yeah, that was not a good look, Smith. Come on. Tell if I'm doing well or not. That felt good. I've been trying to do that in 4th gear, that might be why.
Would be Sartori, Rossington, and what team would join or return?
And that's a good point. Toro Rosso have kind of been anonymously up for sale for quite some time, and no one's biting. Ooh, 6th. Nice. Ooh, Perez is 5th though. Because as Sauber realign them more with Ferrari, that becomes like a more of a B team than what Haas are. I knew that was going to happen. Than what Haas are. I know me and Ben on the Failcast, that's on alternative weeks to my career playthrough on a Saturday. We both think that Haas F1 is a very short-term team and won't necessarily survive. So Sauber becomes the Ferrari junior team. Red Bull, I think, do need a junior team, but only if they're going to support it with a driver program and lots of other things and incentives that a fizzy drink company would like as a sponsorship deal and brand awareness. So if there's no drivers coming up through the ranks, of which there seems to be very few because they keep ditching them all, I don't know where you chuck that off to. Because then Alpha potentially becomes Sauber, or comes from Sauber. Maybe oh, what was the other manufacturer that's been sniffing around to come in for 2021? Not, or maybe it is Porsche that I'm thinking of, but probably not. But maybe one of those might pick it up, because they're a great little team. They've worked on a budget for so long as Minardi, and still really is Toro Rosso. Force India, of course, changed their name next year. No, not Toyota. Toyota are not coming back.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:14.
Oh, it's going to annoy me now. Right, do I want to go again? I don't think I will beat that. I'm quite happy with that time. I'll be happy with that time even if Ricciardo chops me off. Oh wow, double Haas in the
The
top.
grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Vettel, Hamilton
Nope, not
and
Jag.
Kimi Raikkonen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
This will be a juicy little grid because we've got Vettel and Hamilton on the ultra softs, Raikkonen and Bottas will be starting on super softs, then Perez and myself. Ricciardo's out of position in my mind, as is Verstappen, who's down in 12th. Haas are really overpowered in my game. They must have had several updates that have brought them up a bit better than what they should be. Okay. But we beat Hulkenberg in the qualifying battle. It looks like we may be able to salvage something in our... or get a draw, I think,
Aston
in our...
Martin.
That's the one! Thank you. if you quote them all, we'll get there eventually, chap. Yeah, so Aston Martin have been sniffing around Red Bull, haven't they? So if they're going to be either an engine provider and it'll be a Red Bull Aston Martin, or does Aston Martin then buy out Toro Rosso and become the Aston Martin team, working in partnership with Red Bull? Ooh, we're leading the rivalry. It's very close, though. In my head, that makes sense. Ooh, Red Bull are interested just because they've had a really poor qualifying session. Okay. Right, Emma. What impossible feat do you want?
Hi, it's Emma here.
Hiya.
Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
9th. Okay. That could be done, potentially. Right. Apologies, I have to skip the intros of everything.
With another British team like Williams.
Yeah, I mean, Williams and Aston Martin do make sense, especially if they keep Martini. There's a whole James Bond thing going on there, in my opinion. Yeah, that would be very, very interesting and a good mashup, I think. Right, apologies whilst I skip the intro so that I don't get blocked by FOM, who don't understand it's just a game. Do-do-do-do-do.
With that then, let's run through the grid order.
Let's
Sebastian
please.
Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, a Renault, and Ricciardo, Massa, Raikkonen, Ocon, and Max
dear.
Verstappen.
Raikkonen had a
Sainz,
penalty.
Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, and Grosjean, Magnussen, Wehrlein, Fernando Alonso and Stoffel van Dorn, Hulkenberg and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
What a weird little grid lineup. I love it. Oh, yay.
Done.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Right. Warning, underfueling the car will require fuel measures throughout the race in order to complete it.
Penalties.
Lots and lots of penalties. Oh, it's doing this whole... Oh, it's because I'm quite chunky on fuel around this track, which is not great. Let's go for high tyre management because we never actually survive properly. And let's see how we go. Let's hope for a safety car. Right, and let's start this race. I have flashbacks on because that's just me. Just in case something goes wrong.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Right, let's mix one on the fuel on the formation lap. Try and gain us some fuel back. I hope it works. I don't know if it does. It's quite scary starting so far up the order. Suddenly have the weight of expectation, which will surely come crashing down, as it is me. As I nearly crash into the back of Perez on the frigging formation lap. But yeah, I keep flashbacks on in case the AI do something really bizarre. A bit like what we had in the Chinese Grand Prix earlier this year, when the AI just kept on like going weird after a safety car restart, and we had to keep going back and looking at it again and again and again. Let's get us back up to standard for the start. Sweaty time. Oh, and Bottas is on the softs as well, so that will be interesting to see if he gets off the line as well as the rest of us.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Australian time zones.
Ah, I didn't know he was an Aussies. Okay, I feel worried already. Oh, oh!
That's a strong start. Well done.
Perez! Oh, yes!
Start.
Whew. Oh my god. Standard fuel, you nutter. Ooh, it feels very clunky into there. Oh, I see Hulkenberg's made up at least 2 places already as well. That's good. This is going to be all about tyre wear and
To
supply.
catch the start of the race this time. Moving face.
Who's that? Hey Roy! Well done, sir. Oh, it's a bit slidey.
Congrats rally.
Perez is quite quick. Felt like we were closing down on Vettel there. God.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Are we close? It feels like we're closing him down, but that can't be the case. In my beautiful banana. Oh, no. Barrier. No, we're okay. That's the problem with this setup where you've got I've got a difference of 2 between the wings, which means that you've got great traction, but it's slightly front end happy. Okay. Teammate.
So the gap to our teammate is 11.7 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 20.8.
More updates.
Okay, copy that.
We're actually competitive, Jeff. So we're not going to have a marriage counselling session where you don't understand a word that I say.
Catching up.
I thought Mr. Vettel done rather well in qualifying today. Oh, Christ. Yeah, sorry.
Winner's Lucky's alarm blue.
I recognise that username in the chat. Well, I recognise who would use that in the chat. It's our Fail Coast co-host, Mr. Definitely Zero. How are you doing, good sir? Been loving your Twitter updates, by the way. I know, aggressive bananas win the day.
Distance to the leader is 3.4 seconds.
Alright, come on. We can do... No, no. Yeah. Nope. I need to make sure, because we all know how my career races go with the amount of cut track penalties that I get from mistakes like that, that if I am going to cut the track, I need to slow down proficiently.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
Just when the starting corner cut captain.
Oh, don't you start, everyone. Be kind.
Giving good thanks, amigo. Enjoying the drama.
Wow. If there is an Esteban around, there is always some drama. I was waiting to see a little meme actually of Renault and Toro Rosso having like a little argument, and then there's us two giggling in the corner like school kids. Roman picking up dropped cakes from the floor in the background. Writes itself.
The Messi Toro Rosso divorce from Renault.
The gap behind us is 3.2 seconds.
Good. That's like a penalty's worth.
We called it again.
We did call it actually. That is a good shout. So yeah, if people don't also follow the Failcast here in this chat, despite being ridiculously average at driving F1 cars whilst talking about F1, our views and predictions on F1 futures and results and politics and just general drama is usually actually more spot on than half of the paid for critiques and journalists. So yeah, I doff our caps to ourselves. Ooh, what was that? Smithy.
Don't have a cap right now, so can't tip my hat yet.
The gap to teammate is 16.0 seconds.
Shush! Whoever that is, shush!
Okay, the gap behind is 3.2 seconds.
Perez is holding Bottas behind nicely. It made me start underfueled because of how fuel hungry I am around this circuit. Because it only lets you put up to 105 kilograms of fuel, doesn't it? So even with that, it made me... I couldn't actually do 70 laps of fuel. I could only actually get 69.5 in. So whilst there might be a safety car or something later on, I'd rather get it down to something acceptable that I can then muck about with afterwards. And sort it out. Vehicle condition.
We expect the tyres are getting a bit worn at this point. You may notice a gradual loss in grip. They should still have a bit left though. Degradation is pretty bad. The grip is going to fall away quickly. Your tyres and brakes are getting too hot. Try and be less aggressive through the corners.
Oh, okay, nice. You took the words right out of Nando's mouth. Do you think actually Nando and Stoffel Van Dorn should make some kind of like, I don't know, Mexican waffle and call it the Nandoffle or something like that? That would be amazing.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds.
Oh, Perez has pulled away from Bottas suddenly. I wonder if Bottas has had a bit of a moose moment.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Oh, Jeff. Why are you offering me these things now? Keep current.
Understood, copy that.
Come on. Come on!
Don't Jeff know by now that you are the master strategist? Confused.
If Jeff and I had a divorce, like it would be like Toro Rosso and Renault, you know. I'd be sitting there saying, that pit board is mine. You never listen to my radio messages anyway.
I'm so tempted to do F1 trivia.
Yeah, stick F1 trivia in. I liked the Ted Kravitz trivia from FP1 today.
Up to 7 already.
This is my second, or my no, we're running my third. Ooh, careful, Schmiffles.
Our gap to our teammate is 18.2 seconds.
Oh, Hulkenberg. I feel like I'm Carlos Sainzing you already. starting to remind me of my 2016 race, where I'm immensely fast at the first half of my stint, and then
Before I start asking questions, what would you like to see in F1 2018? Hope needs hope.
I'd like to see not cheating
Behind is
AI.
3.9 seconds.
I'd like the ability to add my complete own, like they've put in the options, but they're blanked out for you to be able to do like reverse grid championship, like build your own championship. Let me play with it. Maybe I want to have points down to 15th. And a reverse second grid of like 25% race distance with half points and things like that. That would be amazing. It'll never happen, but stick in Formula 2 and GP3 and let me do a career up. Like how MotoGP, not MotoGP. Yeah, well actually the MotoGP games do that, don't they? But I meant to say Motorsport Manager. Even the WRC games from Milestone, things like that used to do that. I don't necessarily want like karts and things like that, just give me career progression. And slightly less rapey faces on all of the characters would be quite nice.
Helmets. Name on car. Hey driver mechanic.
The gap to the leader is 10.8 seconds.
Yes.
Starting in F3 going up to F1.
Yay!
Gap to car in front is 6.0 seconds.
More alternative and national layouts as well. I love the fact that that's in this game. Again, it will never happen. Build a team. Create a livery. Run like a co-op championship, but with as an 11th team. All on your own. Failcast F1. Propping up row 11 on the grid. Loving that. Can't get rid of Perez. I don't mind like not having the most up-to-date drivers because like switching signs mid-season every season at the same race would look really weird because they don't have the licenses to swap drivers around
Dealing co-op would be cool.
like a proper driver market. Like that's something that's slightly annoying that the license needs to sort out as well, is that when you're doing like a 10 race season, if you're the only driver that moves around, it would be amazing to not have that as the like catalyst for a career mode. Everyone else should be able to move around as well, but it will never happen.
The gap to the car behind is 4.2 seconds.
Oh, I'm really losing
Some
grip.
reason I'd like to see esports to make a racing game again.
These tyres are a bit rubbish.
Like the F19.
Okay, distance to teammate 20.3 seconds.
Exactly pulling away though, am I? so skiddy. Who am I racing?
Okay, here's who we're really fighting today. Ricardo and Hulkenberg.
Really? Oh, Perez is coming. Uh-oh!
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Was that Vettel pitting?
Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now. The gap to the car ahead is 9.9 seconds.
Anyway, true or false?
I'm struggling. Alright, that was better.
Jack Brabham was the first F1 driver to win a championship in a car bearing his own name.
He was the only one. Not just the first, if I remember rightly. And I don't think that will ever be done again either, given how F1 has changed as a sport. From a gentleman's club where you just rock up and go racing to being a massive sport. Oh, go away, Sergio! Sergi, no. Oh, Christ.
If you continue to cut corners, the steward...
No, I'm not having that. I know this is cheating, I don't care. I could see he was going for the pits. It really threw me off. Now that I know that he is going for the pit, I thought he was going to crash into me. Sorry.
The pit window has opened.
I'll get my penalty not in the very close future. Christ. I have tanked my tyres. No Bottas. Oh, he's hit me! That was on the straight! Bottas, no!
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Okay. Can't remember what tyre we were going for. I think it's another set of ultras, isn't it? Hey Danny Rick, how you doing? He's going to beat us out of the pits, isn't he?
Go, go, go.
Also, what pit assets do you use?
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Hang on. Sorry, it's a bit busy on the track at the minute. I shall look in a sec. Do signs. Ah, but not that.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Oh, I should have flashed back to that. That's annoying. That was my own fault. Oh, the car feels awful. Oh, Perez really did leapfrog
Take it easy
us.
on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
And I think Verstappen might have as well, you know. Oh, the car's really not great. I don't use any pit assists, sorry, now that I've just seen the question. The only thing I have, I think, is traction control is on low, as like an actual assist. Oh no, Verstappen pitting, fair enough, good-o.
So the gap to our teammate is 12.4 seconds.
What are the chances of Audi joining F1?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Have they been in talks recently? I can't remember. I think they might have done, you know. If it is, it will be from 2021 onwards.
Ocon is in the pits.
So is
Our gap to the
Bottas.
car
Can we
in
get
front
him? Can we get
is
him?
3.7 seconds.
Yes, we've got Bottas. So Raikkonen still to pit.
Hello, Simon.
Perez has leapfrogged us. Who's that being very formal? Oh, it's Low Budget Gaming. Hey, how you doing? Oh. Interesting line. We can do this.
Also, how long till Sauber goes down.
I think Sauber will be okay. Because they're retying back to being friends with Ferrari again.
Our gap to first place is 25.2 seconds.
And I think with Sauber,
Fine, thank you. How are you?
with Sauber, they've almost become. I mean, well, they really should be a heritage team because they've been there since 1993, for goodness sake.
Hamilton has the lead.
But they don't qualify for heritage payments for some stupid reason because they're probably not a manufacturer, so F1 can't pay to keep them there. But yeah, they should. I think they'll be okay, personally. I think that was a little Miss Countenborn running that team to the ground because they were a perfect midfield team up until then. And then they got bitten by the BMW bullet. Okay. I'm very well, thank you, LBG. Kind of hating the fact that I smacked my front wing against Kvyat while I was trying to get past him on the strategy. Because otherwise I'd be up chasing Perez instead of thinking, oh god, Bottas is all over my bottie.
To be honest, I love the
Okay, gap ahead
2017
is
Sauber livery.
3.1 seconds.
It's a good little livery actually, yeah, I agree. Ooh, careful Smith. Smithy! Oh. Oh, I don't want to battle you too much. I know you're going to get past eventually. You're not really my battle, Valtteri. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
You've been awarded a time penalty
Fuck
for that
it.
last incident.
Thank you. I'm feeling the love.
See you later, Simon. Just installing the game you sent me. Thanks again for that.
Ah, no problem. I hope you enjoy it. I actually really like Figment. I'll be picking it up to actually buy to support the devs on PS4. So, oh, that was probably naughty of me, but I don't care. Look out for the cringe-worthy singing rhymes from the boss fights, which I secretly liked a lot. But yeah, that company was very nice actually. They'd spotted that I'd done
Gap to car
videos
in front is
on their previous game.
4.9 seconds.
And it got back in touch and it said, oh, we think you might like this one as well. Would you like some free copies for your subscribers? So I was like, well, yes please. I'd saved some from some of my Patreons, but no one wanted it. And I was like, you don't know what you're missing. So there's extras to give away. So pretty much almost everyone that commented got one. The advantage of subscribing to a smaller YouTube channel. Oh god, he's coming again.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current. Keep current. Ah.
Copy that.
Oh no, actually no. This car feels awful.
5,
Super softs.
Roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
can't wait to check it out.
Green flag.
Okay. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Damn it! All that hard work. Ricardo, Ocon will go through. Oh, Massa's on super softs. Okay. Right, we've got to do a burn from the back, people.
Hey Simon, the Kit inside right.
Complete. Go now.
I do. Karma.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
What's that? That's signs we're out ahead of. Depending if there's a fortuitous safety car. Oh, Christ. What's it fitting softs for? That's not what I asked. Oh, Christ. Ah. Well, that's our race ruined. Thanks, game. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Christ.
Nico is in the pits.
So text Matthias will they put dries on.
Right, let's see if we can go. We might be able to go all the way to the flag on this, you know. Which wouldn't be horrific. If we cane them. We might be in shrubs. But it is good to have a front wing that works again. so slow and clumsy.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.0 seconds.
That's nice. We aren't closing, I don't want to know. Finish ninth, she said. It would be easy, she
You're
said.
lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
Ooh, great. I will. Thanks. Stroll, F1's luckiest point scorer of 2017.
Turns out that Jeff didn't know that you are the bestest strategist after all.
I know. This is divorce grounds. Let me set France tossed on you. Or Cyril a Bitbull. He seems to wag a finger quite nicely.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds.
I'm coming for you, Lance. Lance! Well, that was the weirdest overtake. Welcome back. Tyres are still getting absolutely tanked. So I just don't have any skill around here for keeping tyres into anything vaguely intact. Oh, nearly.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.5 seconds.
It's okay, Rogo, we're coming.
Question: would you be doing a private open lobby after this episode?
No, I do one race per week/fortnight on this career playthrough. So just the one.
Okay.
The gap behind us is 1.7 seconds.
Driver in front.
Grosjean ahead, gap to car in front is 4.6 seconds. You're losing around 3/10 a lap. They're on old super softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:17.9.
Okay. All's not done for yet.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds.
Coming for you, chef.
Is on pole for Brazil.
The gap to teammate is 14.1 seconds.
It is Bottas on pole for Brazil. Hamilton binned it in Q1. Which should make for an interesting race tomorrow.
I got a feeling Bottas will win.
Well, it'll be interesting then to make the battle for second in the championship. Perez in. Can we get out ahead of Perez? Ooh, just. That was a bit random, Smithy, but we've done it.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Don't forget he has won every race he has started on pole. He ends up winning.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I didn't know that that was a stat until you said it, and I thought, no, you're right.
Also, he might pull off another Austria start.
We get DRS? No, damn it. Who's that in? Ooh, someone's off.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.0 seconds.
That'll be Ricardo, surely.
Caution, caution.
Oh, is that Bottas has been off the track? Oh, is this a premonition for what's going to happen?
Game changer.
Nice move. Yeah, Bottas pits. We nearly bin it, but we're okay. Raikkonen in as well. Looks like Verline and Ericsson are having a good old squabble over the back of the grid.
Almost did the rally home.
Thank you, Marcus. Come on, Princess Pascal. Liam Ericsson's in the pits, as is Verstappen. This race got really juicy.
Just might get a podium.
I don't think I'll get a podium. I think 7th might be on the cards. Under the state of my tyres. Massa in. And I'm unconvinced. I think I might need to pit again.
Once when I was racing the camera in F1 2016 on the last lap I got a puncture going down the back straight.
We've all been there. I can hear your crying from here.
Okay, gap to leader, 47.5 seconds.
I was also leading in a McLaren.
Now I don't believe you, Henry. Too bad on fuel. I'm trying to lift and coast around turns 1 and 2, which seems at the moment to be working, so we'll hail that.
Interesting.
Especially because I've currently got a 3-second penalty. I fully expect that to be 6 by the end of this race. So I need to make sure that I get that kind of gap away from Perez if I can. I'm assuming they're going to the end of the race. I like China.
I like the climbing. Good thing you are not in a purple car this time, Mr. Backmarker. Grinning face.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Stoffer! Oh my god.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.9 seconds.
Oh, Stoffel, please cause some carnage and some problems from behind. Or not. By the looks of it. Dang it. That was not good.
Simon, you have 22 laps left and you're a few seconds away from a red bull, so whatever you do, don't bottle it.
I can't bottle the Red Bull if it's a couple of seconds up the way. They come in cans anyway. Ba-booms. Sorry. To be fair though, I am looking much more behind than ahead. So yeah, it looks like my tyres may just about last to the end, but they're going to be incredibly slow and slippery, and I don't trust myself. So I do wonder if in a few laps time I pit for super softs.
6.7 seconds.
Or not, I wonder.
Here is Raikkonen.
Okay, some information on Perez. They have an issue with their car. They're going to
Yes! Oh, Raikkonen's in the pits. Oh no, sorry, Raikkonen's passed. Shit.
Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now.
I feel sorry for you, Sergio, but you were freaking me out.
Down.
Hamilton's out in front.
I thought he was going to say Hamilton's out of the race. I was about to go, whoop! Bring me dat podiums.
Might finish top 5.
Our gap to our teammate is 46.8 seconds.
However this plays out, we have punched well above our weight. And I'm quite fat.
Contact. I meant the punch above your weight.
That was the best. That's quote of the broadcast. I knew you then. I just had to try to desperately not piss myself too much so that I could actually brake for the corner. Right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Right. Driver behind.
Right behind, our gap behind is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 15.7.
Vettel's out! We're going to be up into a podium position! For a bit at least anyway. Raikkonen's now within 3 seconds, which is the problem. And Ricciardo's pitted.
And he's gone.
Well, this has all turned into a bit of a weird one. Oh, that wasn't Ricciardo. Okay.
We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go again.
Right. I know this is naughty. I don't care. I'd rather take the corner slower.
The gap to the car ahead is 9.6 seconds.
Please don't judge me too much. Right, so I've already got a 3-second penalty anyway. So we're not really racing Raikkonen. Raikkonen is faster than us on better tyres. I think for me, this is a I don't know at what point this becomes like a suicidal mission on soft tyres. And I should pit and go aggressive because the delta for this track for pitting is so low.
Just go into the barrier and sideswipe you.
That I would judge.
lap in the Enduro Championship. And he didn't get a
Oh, he's gone off! How good was that? Kimmy can't hack it. Oh, I need to know how close Ocon is.
You've been awarded a time.
Ah,
grinning face.
he did. And did he know what he was doing? Excellent. Right, we've already bungled this up anyway. I feel quite naughty because it's not for. I feel awful for using a flashback, and now I've used 3 in this race. So it's because once you're in career mode, it doesn't let you switch your settings around. So it makes it very difficult.
Lord's seat has been blessed by the Lord to control time.
Do it again, Raikkonen. Oh. Right, Ocon's... Oh shit, he's only 5 seconds behind. Ocon, why so good?
The gap to the car behind is 5.8 seconds.
Ooh, Sainz is out. Dropping like flies.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
So, a wee bit like real life, neither Toro Rosso finishing this race.
Another bites
Yellow
the
flag.
dust.
Okay, clear.
Raikkonen, that's the fastest lap under yellow flags. Penalty, please. Feel like if I'm going to pit for super softs, I need to do it quick.
Number right
Hamilton's in
next
first
race.
place. The gap behind us is 5.6 seconds. Okay, some information on Bottas. They have some kind of mechanical.
Oh no, he's behind us, isn't he? Is he? I can't remember. Yes, he is. He's behind us. Good. Good. Oh, he's conked out down. He's going very slow out of the chicane. At the end of in sector 2.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Excellent. This solves everything to do with fuel.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Look down.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Green flag.
Oh, someone else is in trouble there as well, by the looks of it. Unless that's actually... I think that's him coming back to the pits just very slowly. Yeah. They put out a virtual safety car for someone limping and it's already gone away and the person's still going. What? Oh! What's happened there? It's right! Oh, he's hit!
Fastest lap.
Oh, did you see that? That's superb!
It's taking him out.
Normally it's the AI taking me out. Now they're taking out each other. I love this game suddenly again. Yay! Right, we need to make sure that we can keep Ocon at bay. And Ocon, I think
This is real lap.
Ocon now has a problem with... That must be a recovering...
Okay.
I don't know who that'd be.
18.3 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 4.2 seconds.
Right, it can't get lower than 3. It can't get lower than 3 seconds. What's Rich Fuel doing down the straight? Ooh, it's quite effective. Right, come on, Smithy. Hopefully, if those two behind battle like bitches, we'll be okay. That's not good.
The car behind's tyres are in much better condition than yours. We'll keep an eye on the times.
Ooh, Merrickson's out.
Come Smith.
Yellow flag. Okay, clear.
Ooh!
Reynolds first podium in the Wild Kings.
Oh, well, I got a podium in China. That's the only other time I've scored this year in this game. Oh crap, Verstappen's got round. No, 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 no. That's not what's meant to happen. He's had a rubbish race. Let me get the podium. Oh, is he getting lapped by Hamilton? I'd like to pay homage to my phone for making everyone's messages slightly more comical. Yeah, look, 4.2, he's closing in. I think our days in the podium slot are limited. He doesn't even have to overtake, it's just to get within 3 seconds. Right, he'll move over for Hamilton.
Both hands in celebration, person raising both hands in celebration, person raising both
We've been
hands in
awarded a time
celebration,
penalty.
person
We'll
raising
go.
Oh,
both
fuck off.
hands in celebration, person raising both hands in celebration, person raising
Oh,
both
okay.
hands in
I thought my phone was going a bit nuts. Sorry, that was what put me off. We'll do that again. My fault. Wow. It is very difficult to hold a conversation and drive quite nicely at the same time. So please be nice with my liberal running of flashbacks for when I get confused. We aren't getting third anyway. Verstappen's being blue flagged and still catching me. Excuse me. And actually, really, Ocon should have me as well. But I'll be happy with 5th.
Okay, how does he do that? Raikkonen just set another fastest lap.
There wasn't even a virtuous safety car, a yellow flag. Well, he must have come in for fresh ultra softs or super softs or something right at the end and is now just pounding it round. Oh, I'm really losing grip now.
Gap to car in front is 21.4 seconds.
After being taken out by Lotus.
Blue flag. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon. You've been awarded a time penalty
Oh,
for that
piss
last
off.
incident.
Sorry, I've now got it a bee in my bonnet about trying to get about this, so I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I genuinely don't bother with flashbacks. But I can't, like, see how some of these are cuts and some of them aren't, and you just kind of go, eh.
Our gap behind is 2.6 seconds.
So that's cool. So Verstappen's into third then. That's alright. Ooh, careful, Schmiffers.
The gap to the car ahead is 24.6 seconds.
I'll have to. Oh god, isn't it Azerbaijan next? That might need a flashback or two. I'm terrible at that track. Okay, so what have we got? 3 more laps to go. I've got a horrible suspicion we're going to end up 6th. Ooh, we will if we drive like that.
Our gap to the car in front is 26.8 seconds.
Okay, last lap.
You can do this.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
That's right, because there's only 1 corner left. To the line! To the line! Hey! Third, fourth,
That's the end of
fifth.
the race. We'll see you in Park Fermo.
Fourth! Yes! A bit cheaty with flashbacks, but I don't care today. I do not care today. Woo! What a race!
A great win then for the Mercedes team today.
Not bad.
And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres.
Really, Anthony?
It highlights
Really?
just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
Not a Ferrari in sight. Wow. Nice Aston Martin on the side there, just in case you want to buy Toro Rosso in 2021. Okay, let's take a wee look at the results.
Now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Okay, so great race in there from Ocon, to be fair, to get up to 5th ahead of Perez, who had that problem earlier on. Otherwise, to be fair, Perez should have been 3rd in that race. Raikkonen still scored despite all the drama. Stroll, Grosjean there with a penalty, beating K-Mag. No points for Bottas. Ericsson got penalties as well. So what drama did they cause? Oh, Kvyat gained a place cutting a corner, stop go, excellent. Then had a mechanical failure after I smacked my wing up against him. Oh, so Ericsson got corner cutting. Bottas got a drive through for smashing into Raikkonen. We saw the end of that, didn't we?
Well done, made smiling face with open mouth.
Mechanical for Sainz. Oh, wow. Big ass collisions going on. Haas then... Oh, Grosjean got a penalty right at the end as well. Right, so what does that do to the stand-ins? Let's take a wee look. So, Hamilton still leads the way from Vettel. Verstappen moves ahead of Bottas and Raikkonen with that. Nice. Ricciardo catches back up again after his early season DNFs. Perez, Massa. I jump up the order somewhat. Just ahead of Grosjean. Ocon also is a big gainer. Sainz, Magnussen, Stroll scores some more. And Force India and Williams leapfrog Haas, because Haas only scored the single point there. Haas were mega lucky at the start of the year with some big points, so that's kind of propelled them on. But we'll close them down. We'll get there. We'll get there.
See you next week at Baku, possibly.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Next Saturday will definitely be Failcast F1, where we'll be doing Canada again, actually, with Definitely Zero, who was in the chat earlier. And that will be at 4 p.m. UK time. BST. Is it BST? Are we BST? I don't know where we are anymore. Okay, plenty of resource points. Ooh, what's going to happen here? Ah! If we were penalty free, we'd have had that. Oh, people like us again after our terrible Monaco. Oh, hello.
You know, I love this sport.
That's
I
nice.
love being here in the thick of it.
That's good.
I love the smell of oil and burnt rubber.
You look like you love the
And that's
smell
why I
of
want to be down
children.
on the track next time you're sitting in one of my cars. So, I've got 2 events on the table right now that'll be perfect.
Hope
Which is
you
more
enjoy
interesting to you?
yourself,
That's
that
the
Baku
question.
winking face.
From my point of view,
I'll enjoy the
there's really
barriers
no
if
difference to
okay.
speak of. So it's entirely your call.
That guy is such a wanker. Okay. Checkpoint challenge or race? I feel like the race actually in the 92 Williams could be fun. Should we do that one? Let's do that one. And then we'll round off the stream.
Checkpoint.
Oh. Trust you. They're only little 3-lappers anyway, aren't they? Or 5-lappers, I think, on this one. But it's Bahrain short, which we don't get to see much of. Hurts. Yep. Right.
Here we are then, the calm before the storm, as we wait for this field of iconic cars to burst into life for the historic invitational event today. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to be here and welcome along to all of you at home as well. So grab a cup of tea and get ready as our competitors make their final preparations.
Okay.
Good luck.
You need to be the best of your class in this multi-class race. 5 laps, fine. I'm terrible with these cars. Oh, with a secondary class. Oh, interesting. Now that should have been a corner cut. Get out of it. There's got to be some more Class 2s kicking around somewhere. Oh no, there's not. Okay, there's only 8 and 10. 12.
Lap 2.
I like how there is just the same amount of grip on the curbs. I feel like battling against a 1998 McLaren is a bit unfair, people. Come on. Like, look.
Question has only set a lap before I'm short circuit unless they're in it.
I don't think I have, actually. Unless it's been in like a class 1. Ooh, that was naughty. There we go, have that back. A little schnitzel. Really highlights how different the cars are though, as to how they bomb it down the straight and then I can bomb it around the corner. And just curbs have exactly the same amount of grip as the road. Oh, past you go again. Let's out fox you, sir. Track limits, anyone? I think we're buggered now though. Yeah, look at how much better speed they have. Oh!
We've been awarded a time penalty, but go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
I thought I'd be clever, and it backfired. Never mind.
Just wondering what will be faster, the 2017 Mercedes F1 lap with the Marine track or the 1,988 McLaren.
Easily the 2017. Easily the 2017 car. By like quite some margin.
Around the short circuit.
Yeah, around the short circuit indeed. Ouch. Just hit the table, sorry.
And as the adrenaline dies down after another eventful Grand Prix, here come the top three out onto the podium.
That's nice. Yeah, there we go. So that was the invitational race. And then I think we arrive at Azerbaijan. We'll see if our performance upgrade has worked, and then the stream ends. It's been a long old one anyway, so thank you so much everyone for taking the time to drop in, even if you stayed only for a few minutes. It's always appreciated here on Higher Plane Games. If you like what you see, please do subscribe and say hello. There's different games every day. Not just racing. I'll give you a fair warning. There's a lot of Japanese weird stuff. Right, did our upgrade work? Let's end on a triple positive. Come on.
Hi, how are you today?
Good.
The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1.
Yes.
Have a look at the factory report.
Thanks. A new rear floor. Nice. Oh, upgrade speed fitted. Improved logistics result in a minor size upgrades being halved from 2 weekends to 1. Excellent. Loving that. nearly there on the practice stuff. Cool. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. You guys will take care. Hope you enjoy the F1 Grand Prix at Brazil tomorrow. I'm not sure who will win. Maybe Bottas. Maybe. Be interesting. So yeah, you guys take care. Bye for now.
See you next week.
Yes, indeed. Take care. Bye.